that was given to you. Okay, great. So now let's talk about this just a little bit. All right. Um, and so your first question says, when you clamp the tube closed and push the plunger down, what happens to the air? So what happens to the air when we clamp the plunger and we try to push the air down? What happened to the air? Go ahead, Amira. What happened to the air?
The air, it wouldn't come out.
Yeah, right. And so another way we could say that is that it was trapped, or the air got squeezed into a smaller space. All right. Well, I got a lady. She said it was trapped in a smaller space. Nice job. This is a nice. This is another question that's really going to make you think. Is there more air, less air, or the same amount of air in the syringe when the plunger is pushed down? Did we add more air, the same air, or was there less air when in the tube or in the syringe when it was closed? Layla, can I have you unmute? Talk to me.
I said it was either less or the same amount because, like, it looked like it was the same amount of air in the space, but behind the plunger, it looked like some of the air had went out.
Oh, okay. So I could see how, like, because of the way that the investigation looked, it looked like there was some air outside of the plunger. Okay, that was fair. But you were actually correct with your first thought. All right. It's the same amount of air, okay? But when you push the air down, it couldn't go anywhere. So it just looked smaller, but it was the same amount of air. Okay, Layla? Nice job. It was the same amount of air that was inside of the tube. All right. So it was not less. It was not more. It was the same amount. All right. And then what happens when you let go of the plunger after pushing it down? What happens when you let go of the plunger after pushing it down? Oh, wow. I got a hand from Sincere. I got a hand from Amira. Looking for a few more hands. I got a hand from Demel. Awesome. And I got a hand from Dakota. Nice. Great. Let's go ahead, Demel. What happens to the what happens when you let go of the plunger after you push down? We have 2 more minutes.
I think the air, the air, some of it or all of it gets released.
Okay, let's see.
Or trapped, actually, trapped.
Yeah, so what happened was because the air was trapped, all right, the plunger ends up trying to, the force of the air makes the plunger pull back, all right? And so when you let go of the plunger after pushing it down, it just goes back out, okay? Awesome. And then what do you think happens to air when it's forced into a smaller space? A lot of you already said the air just gets squeezed into a smaller space. And this is a key word. This word is volume. Okay, you might have heard of volume before in math, but this word is basically the space an object takes up. Okay, volume is the space an object takes up. All right. For the sake of time, we're going to move on. All right, and I'm just gonna go over this really quickly. Matter of fact, no. Here's what we're gonna do. So you've had a chance to. We're gonna spend the last minute making sure you actually get the credit. Okay. So scroll all the way down. It says now that you have reached the end, go ahead and press submit. So go ahead and submit this air investigation. The time is now 10:44.